There was no help, no fire department, not in our area. We didn't see one until now that they're coming by.
On the flip side of that, I can sit there and say, well, you need to do something about the homeless encampments. A lot of the fires lately, especially in California, are the homeless. Also the dismanagement of the forest.
Wow.
It's just a situation like this. You had the Palisade fire start, and then you had this one start. You're stretching the resources.
The firefighters, they're stretched thin up here. They've helped as much as they could.
But you're really not going to stop when fire like this.
Bro, I've never seen anything like this. It feels like literally like an apocalypse. This is my old elementary, engulfed in flames right by my mom's house. Yeah, bro, everything's just going to shit right now.
We were here for over 40 years. Now it's all gone.
Just seeing stuff like this just brings me to tears, bro. I just had to go water down my homie's house, took his bird. Homie was just chilling. He left him there because he left him last night.
That's a cockatiel!
Damn. I can't leave animals there, bro. No animal, no life gets left behind.
Yo, what up? We were in Altadena, California.
Fucking Altadena, homie.
There's smoke and fire all around us.
10 people have been killed in the devastating wildfires in Los Angeles.
This is one of the 5 wildfires that have broke out in LA in the past 24 hours.
It just, I don't know, it just keeps sparking up back by itself. It just doesn't turn off.
As you can see, unfortunately, this house did not survive. Still on fire, pretty depressing. We're gonna talk to some people around here and see how they're being affected, so let's get into it.
My name's Susana Larios, and as you can see, my house burned this morning. We lost everything. Thank God that we're all alive, that we were able to evacuate and, go to safety until now that we return back to see our house gone. This is unreal. We've been here for 13 years. Everything is gone. We didn't even get a chance to actually take anything out of our house.
Was there anything in the house in particular that you feel like you're really sad about not being able to get?
Our family pictures, our dog's ashes. We had them cremated and they were in our house, and, just those personal belongings. Everything else is material. It can be replaced. But memories, when they were young, my kids were young, I will never get those pictures back.
What's one of your favorite memories here?
We had a pool, so,
yeah.
Family times, barbecues, summer, this is the place to be. I think first time coming into the house, pool wasn't ready, but our dog decided to jump in, so we went after him.
He actually fell in the pool, and he went in a swampy pool and rescue him from drowning.
Oh, you did?
Because he didn't know how to swim, and he was, running around in a circle and fell in the pool. So
was that the same dog whose ashes was in there, or a different dog?
No, it's the same.
Nike.
Yeah, the same. Yeah, the same ashes.
What kind of dog was Nike?
A bull terrier.
Yeah, that's the pool.
We had a pool table over there. It's gone. This is the back house to the house. You can't see not even one room. It's a 2-story house.
As far as
it's a
fire
crater.
insurance, is that something that you had?
I hope so. I mean, yes, that's one of the things I remember talking to our agent, State Farm, and hopefully we do have that insurance.
State Farm canceled hundreds of homeowners' insurance policies for residents in many of the same areas in the path of the Southern California wildfires. The insurance company's reasoning for canceling policies was due to concerns about the increased frequency and magnitude of wildfires in the state. The company deemed the decision a necessary business strategy to prevent, quote, financial failure.
I sent her the picture of the house when it was burning. Mm-hmm. So, she's going to give me our policy number and help me out with whatever I can.
Well, I hope that insurance covers a lot of this stuff. That's what it's supposed to do, right?
Yes, I hope so. We'll see what happens when we reach out to them, if they can help us. But everything else is gone.
Guys, people are the dialogue is so branded in this chat and everywhere that people don't understand it, bro. People are saying the same argument on both sides with this Luigi guy. The Luigi guy is a fucking retard, okay? World class, superstar, mega retard, okay? Flat out. This is nothing to do with anything.
Do you have an email address for people out there who might want to help you and get in touch with you?
Sure. It's Estrada. That's ESTRADA_S@yahoo.com.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I know it's a sensitive time, so thanks for giving us the time of day. I appreciate y'all very much.
Unlike the Pacific Palisades area on the west side, an affluent area where many celebrities' homes unfortunately burnt down, Altadena is a diverse working-class suburb located just north of Pasadena in the foothills of the Angeles National Forest. As we've seen, many in the area have been critical about the lack of fire department response, and across the world, everybody seems to be pointing fingers at who to blame for the wildfires. However, many locals understand that the magnitude of these fires is unprecedented, and that firefighters and first responders are doing everything they can to keep the fire contained, which is particularly difficult due to the state's crippling water crisis, a situation that by all measures is a direct result of climate change, overconsumption, and corporate greed. Many people don't know this, but LA and San Diego have been out of water for years, and now purchase most of their fresh water from privatized corporations, like the Wonderful Company, owned by a billionaire couple called the Resnicks, who systematically export drinking water from agricultural counties like Kern and Imperial. This practice has already caused devastating ecological and health impacts on communities like Bombay Beach, California, which we plan to cover in an upcoming video.
Hi, Mark. How you doing?
I don't know. It all depends on if they can save the seed.
But back to Altadena.
Everybody stretched in from the Palisade fire to the Eaton fire here on the east side of Pasadena, over by the museum, the Silmar fire, 210. So it.
Chat, most of these problems, most of these things, chat, are, I feel like, are a lot more complicated than people making them seem to be. And people oversimplify it because it makes the argument look better or whatever. But it's not that simple.
It's already, everybody's already stretched in and trying to cover all these hot spots. It's like, which way do you go? Yeah. So, you know, I come in.
Guys, my house was on fire. Fire department didn't come and water it. That's because, like, clearly they were, like, focused on the wrong things. And I know better. They should have been at my house watering it down. Like, duh.
Firefighters and first responders, everybody stretched in. We're all trying to help the best way we can. Stuff like this, there's no way to prevent it because how can you prepare for it? I mean, how can you prepare for it? And once the wind's picked up.
They don't know the strategy the firemen were working with, what they were doing, the strategy that they had, the resources that they had. These guys are like professionals making calls based on what they have and doing the best that they can. They're like real life superheroes. And you think that some brain dead fucking like Magatar on Twitter, dude, clearly you can see what's going on, but nobody wants to talk about it. Guys, something is happening here, and nobody's even saying anything about the topic. Weird, question mark? Vaxxed, question mark? Do your own research, question mark? Like, shut up. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
The embers traveled, and then the power lines going, one little ember, plus high winds, just the smallest little fuel source. It just sparked, whether it's leaves, canopies, you know, from easy ups, anything like that, everything just went up.
Like many others, this concerned citizen that we talked to decided to take matters into his own hands and stay put to protect his neighborhood, despite evacuation orders issued by the city.
Me, I was born and raised here, my childhood home, so I did everything I could to save it. We're a pretty tight-knit community. My next door neighbors, we all grew up with each other since we were kids. A lot of my buddies were, you know, coming through with supplies and generators. We managed to save, you know, my dad's house, next door neighbor, and these 4 houses. With the help of some other guys, you know, we wet all the roofs, the floors.
Okay, this is incorrect. This is simple. Every state has wildfire prevention tactics except for California. California doesn't control burns. Okay. Unfortunately, that's actually somewhat true. California has gone full libtard brained and they think they can have it all. They think they can have it every way, all the ways, do everything. Yep. Don't even, it's not true. True. They think they live in this fucking fairy tale land, brother. And when shit goes wrong, they blame everything else on themselves. Hey. Let's not look at history and what type of country, what type of system did the same blame tactics. It's communism.
Got the fires out. First the fire started over here, and then my son and I, we just kept the water and kept all the ambers from jumping from house to house. So
we managed to save some houses on the back street, Navarro. We managed to save those with water hoses. We managed to survive, but, you know, unfortunate for my other neighbors, they didn't make it. Yeah. You know, all their stuff is gone.
I cooked hard.
It hurts.
I just cooked hard.
Yeah, it hurts.
I just cooked hard. You know, I cooked hard.
He deserves it.
While some people were able to stay back and protect their homes from catching on fire, others followed city orders and evacuated, with the hopes that they'd get lucky and their house would be spared. However, most people in Altadena did not get so lucky. As you walk through the neighborhood uphill toward Angeles National Forest, nearly every structure is destroyed, aside from a select few. Here's an interview with the recently evacuated family who returned home to find their house burnt to the ground. This is a very emotional interview, so viewer discretion is advised.
Skipping.